Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. This is the new moon in Virgo video for September 20th, 2017. I am recording everything in advance because with the pending storm of Irma about to hit Florida, I may lose power for a number of weeks, and I didn't want my viewers not to have some content. So please excuse if I make any mistakes. I've been trying since last night to get everything recorded and trying to upload everything so that you have some things to view over the next month in the event that I don't have electricity. And thank you again to everyone who's been subscribing. I appreciate everyone's love and support. And to everyone out there, please be safe everywhere in the world, not just the US, with all of these weather events that we're having. Okay? So let's begin. I'm going to be doing the Fairy Oracle, the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle cards. Okay, and we're going to look first, what does your body need at this time? We have beauty's truth. Beauty, physical pleasure, and sensuality. Well, that fits that. I love the toadstool there. The butterfly and the wings match with our fairy here. 3 and 2, so we have 5. That's excited energy. Okay, very dynamic number. You're looking to create something very electric, very full of energy here. And you have physical pleasure and sensuality too here. So let's see what the book says about this card. So it's saying it's time to harness and radiate your own beauty and to realize that by acknowledging your own unique attractiveness, your own beauty qualities, you will begin to be beauty. Your job now is to embody beauty. If it feels daunting, know that this is not vanity, nor it's an attempt to fit in. It is simply coming out from hiding. The world will benefit, and you will be kinder, sweeter, and more generous when you believe in your own beauty. So for many of us, we have to try and fit, or they tell us with society, to look a certain way, be a certain way. You're too this, you're too that, you're not enough of this, you're not enough of that. I mean, it's endless. We're bombarded with physicalities and expectations. And it's not always plausible to be that way. But also, most importantly, even if you could be and choose not to, that's your choice. And you should look at yourself as beautiful no matter what, and not let anyone pressure you into being anything else but who you are. And she looks very content, and this is a time definitely about exploring your physical pleasure. Do you want to do something different with the way you look? Your hair, your weight, your health more important than your weight, but what is it that you're looking to beautify in your life? What do you want to transform and rise out of the cocoon, from the caterpillar to the butterfly? And the beauty on the outside isn't the most important thing. It's the beauty on the inside, and we want you to realize that. And when we say sensual pleasures, we talk about things that money cannot buy. Sensual means feel. So how do you feel about yourself? You know, that's what's important, not what other people think or feel about you. That's none of your business, really. It's up to you to focus on yourself. So right now, your body needs to love you. You need to love your body. You need to see it as perfect, just the way you are. Let's see. What should your mind focus on? Her special place. Find your own safe space, inside and out. Now, we were just talking about the inside and the outside. The inner beauty radiates the outer beauty. Many people, you might look at them and say, well, this person doesn't have the most attractive, this or that, but there's something about them. They radiate, they're beautiful. But that's their inner light, that's our inner light, that's your inner light, and that's what comes out and shines. Just like you could see someone who looks on the outside like this stunning beauty or a handsome person, and then they open their mouth and you're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? So with this here, they're talking about finding your special place. So you're going to within your mental realm here, because this is what we're focusing on. What's the mind focus on? And you want to go within. That's that contemplation. We have the lily pad with the lotus flower, and she's floating on the water. And that's the emotional realm too. but she's in thought, deep in thought. Sometimes water is a great conduit. You know, for many people, they find being by the water or the beach or a lake helps them to think, helps you to calm. And right now, that's what you need. And for a lot of us that are trying to avoid this weather that's going on, that's very dangerous, and you're looking for a safe haven, a shelter, that could be it too. For many of us, we're trying to find the peace of mind, to find safety and shelter within ourselves. So let's see what the book says for number 16. I'm going to put this down for a second. And in her special place, it's saying it can signal a need for solitude and quiet. It could signal a break from the busyness and strife and stress of life. Well, for a lot of us, when a major event happens and we have to retreat and we have to find a place to be safe, you know, you're not thinking about the busyness of life. The adrenaline is going on survival. It's that fight or flight motion. And a lot of times you just go through that survival and you're not thinking about anything else. With this card, maybe it is taking a break from hearing about all these disasters and create an oasis where only one can enter and only at your invitation. That's amazing. This card came up and it's talking about disasters, and that's what's going on in the world too right now. So it can signal a need for a haven, a sanctuary, where you can commune with your own emotions and have some time to refresh and restore when you re-enter the world later on. Okay, it's time of introversion, it's saying, not of sadness, okay, and create a peace that within you is it what exists. You know, we all are born with this. We all have this within us, but we get disconnected because life gets in the way. So this is about returning to that space within. I'm finding the peace within during the storm, during the busyness of life, to retreat to a solitude, to keep ourselves grounded and stable, of course, but that feeling of safety, that safety net that's within us. Remember, your mind creates everything. So are you creating panic or are you creating solitude? So now, what your soul is looking for is scared to fly, waiting for the right moment and sensing out the right timing. And again, look at, she's clinging to this tree. It looks like, you know, all the leaves are blown off. She's scared to fly. It looks very windy, just like, you know, this hurricane season, tsunamis, all these different things that are happening. You know, 1 in 8, so it's that 9 energy. So we're waiting for this to be ending and pass. And you have this beautiful full moon there. So we're definitely talking about endings and culmination, that we're waiting for this. But your soul is longing for this freedom to fly fearlessly. And it's all that divine timing that we wait for. You know, we could oftentimes concentrate on what we want. You say, well, I did all this work, that's all I've been thinking of and manifesting, and I want it, and it's not coming to me. What's happening? You know, that is one of those conundrums where you put the work and the effort and the thought and the love process of what it is that you desire, and you're grateful, and you're waiting for these things to come, but it's not divine timing. And I know that's difficult to swallow, but here's what the card says. It's a time to sense the atmosphere and wait for the right moment. It is not time to go when you are told by another, but when you know that you are ready. It may look like hanging on or fear to others, but in fact, you need just a little more to support you, and then you can fly. It is truly about sinking into lunar cycles and finding the right time for this venture to take flight. When planning this step, be sure to do it at the right time, when the moon and the energies and nature herself supports moving forward. Okay, so they're saying don't rush right now, knowing that these good things do take time. So whatever it is that you're looking for and you've been waiting for and you want to just kind of leap right in, there are times Spirit tells you to take the leap of faith. This card is saying no. This card is saying for you to wait for the time that's right for you. When you feel the moment is right, trust within, go within, your soul will guide you. This is the card about what your soul is longing for. The soul is longing to fly, but it's not going to just jump in until the time is right for it. And this card came up here. Look at this. What the heart desires. And actually, this is the main card for the deck. And this is number 23. We have another 5 energy here and here. 5 energy. So very interesting that. It's saying, follow me, come. This is your invitation to enter the realm of fairy. Now here the soul was longing for the time to fly, and we were saying waiting for the right time. Well, here your heart desires to know when that time will be. When am I going to meet this perfect partner for me, the man or woman of my dreams? When am I going to find that ideal job? When am I going to get out of this situation already? When are things going to get better for me in my life? You know, all the things that we desire. And while we're so focused on that which we desire and that it's not here, that's living in lack. And it's important that although, yes, we put out our intentions for that which we would desire, especially on the new moon when we plant these seeds. And in Virgo, we want to take root. It's an earth sign, okay? And we want it to be long-term. We want to perfect this. That's very Virgoan, be analyzing this without being too critical. But you want to know when the right moment is. And you desire these things, but be grateful for what you have, because if not, you're living in an energy of lack. And that's counterproductive to the desires. When you say, I don't have it yet, I've been working at it for 3 months now, or it's 5 years, Mary Jo, and it's still not happening. I do this too sometimes. This is when we're focusing on the negative and not focusing on the positive in our life. The things we do have, we're grateful for. It's like I say, put your order out to the universe, the catalog of the universe, knowing it's going to come at the divine time, the best time. Things are going to have to be realigned, but it's also going to start with you and me, us. We have to realign. We have to recalibrate. So in order to heed the call of the fairy to go to them, we have to find that place within us that we find this calm, this balance, this steady before we go forward, and be grateful for everything that's going on in our lives right now, because we can't go forward until we straighten out right now. That's what we've been talking about with these eclipses. They obscure the future, so you're forced to live in the now and look to the past and how the past affects your now, because what you thought in the past is what you're living now. So what you're living now is going to affect your future. You know, this is that paradox. Okay, so this says second sight, fairy connections, experiencing rapid opening to the subtle worlds. The veils between the worlds dissolve, and you can see clearly. Increase in your gift. Healing powers increase. Belief creates reality. Knowing creates truth. It's like I know, like I know, like I know this is coming. And you know the veils are thinnest around the autumnal equinox. All right, so this card fits in with that time frame. That is the time for you to really tap into higher consciousness. You want to let go of your ego and your doubts right now. Those cynical things that you're feeling, those are the negative thoughts, like I say, in lack and fear-based instead of love-based, and appreciating what you have. See the path now so that you can follow. Connect with your wild self. So it's like an urge to be in nature, to be with flowers, trees, fruits, plants, and stones. Shy of people who are harsh and unmagical. A realization that there is no separation, only refusal to believe creates inability to see. And that's what we were just saying. We want to be careful of what we see in our mind's eye and what we're thinking to create and speaking about, because that is what we're bringing to us. Thinking, speaking positively. Yes, reality is around us, and we can and must go there, to those dark places, especially during the dark phase here with this lunar cycle. But we want to go within with this darkness, embrace it, say what it's here for, appreciate it, love it, but don't stay there. You don't dwell in that darkness. Return to the light for that clarity. Once you've reflected with calm, you know, at the time of the new moon, be gentle with yourself. You know, it's a critical phase for our body. And we want to think of the things that we want to bring in our lives, but in love, in abundance, not in lack. We want to keep our thoughts positive to create a positive future, but we need to do it right now. So with this fairy card, it's saying, it's your invitation to enter the realm of fairy. And the fairies are saying, be grateful, be positive, think of now, love the earth, love nature, love yourself, your body, okay, your mind, your heart, your soul. Love your life as it is now, and everything that you have, be grateful for. With that gratitude, so much more will come to you and me, to all of us. So remember, this is our Virgoan new moon, so you want to definitely plant the seeds of what you're desiring. And it is an earth side, so maybe you could do it outside in the woods or the forest, or with your toes in the grass or in the sand. Or if you don't have that opportunity, you could write it down and plant it in a little pile of dirt or out by a tree, nurture it and water it, or do it in your mental realm, because it's very Virgo and Mercurian energy, mental realm. And do the process in your head as if you wrote it down, planted it in a flower pot or in the earth in your mind, nurtured, loved, and watered it, so that it will grow into something wonderful and magical and beautiful for you. I will try to have the most potent times posted prior to the event. I don't know if I will be able to get that up for you with the storm and electricity, but if I can, I will definitely do that for you. So everyone be safe, and as always, I wish you the best.